Hi, and welcome back to Lis Art Studios. This week we have a wonderful project to do. We are going to be making a collage, but this collage is very special because we are going to be using metallic things from around the house, recyclables and reusables, and we are going to be making a wonderful composition. We're also going to be looking at a collage made by Henry Matisse, and you're gonna love it, okay? So let's see what materials we need today. So here are some materials that I just picked from my house, okay? The wrapping paper that is metallic that we use to wrap up the sandwiches, okay? I took some bows that are metallic from that I had hidden away, you know, to use in another time and place, and so I took those out too. I took this plastically thing, foam, that is also very shiny and we could use. Now this is from my snacks, and when you look at these snacks papers that we used to take to school, or the snacks that we get to just have little snacks, you see that in the inside is metallic, so we could use these things too. Another thing that is really cool to use is the top of containers or lids. The lids, see, they're metallic and we could use them for this collage. Little beads that I had around the house, you could also use this. These are the lids, okay, the lid to open the little lids on the Coke cans or on the soft drink cans. Yes, these lids are really good for this project too. I had this bracelet that I'm not gonna use, so I just put it here also. Then I had this little shiny beads that I found and I wanted to show you also. You could also use that. Then I had this is a crown from Three Kings Parade, and I had it laying around the house, and I said, we could use this also for this beautiful robot we're gonna make. And then just shiny little things that I found around the house. Even, look at this, little screws, coins, anything that is shiny, that is metallic. And these are little beads also that you could use that are also shiny. So these are the materials that we're going to be using today. Also, we're going to use some glue stick, it's really good for this, or just regular glue, and scissors, plain scissors. You are also going to need a piece of cardboard paper. It could be any color really, but I have an orange one here, and then right here I have a red one. So I'm going to be using either the red or the orange for my piece. All right, so let's begin. Okay, so let's begin. Today we are going to talk about Henry Matisse Horse, Rider and Clown collage. This is a really nice collage that he made with a certain topic, horse, rider and clown. It had to do with the circus, so he made it very colorful. He made it with circles at the top, a circle, half a circle on the bottom, and he made it with different colors because it had a really nice, happy circus theme, okay? He even overlapped. He overlapped the yellow line on top of the horse, and he overlapped also different figures that he cut out that we don't really know what it is because they're abstract. He overlapped it over other colors. So he made that wonderful collage, and you know, Henry Matisse did this collage at the end of his life because when he was an older man, he couldn't move very much and he couldn't paint like he did before. So that's why he just sat down and he cut out paper and he made these wonderful collages and wonderful compositions. So let's begin making our composition, okay? Well, when I think of my robot, I look at the paper that I have at the space, and I am not going to, let's say that I am going to use this as the head of the robot. Well, if I will put here the head of the robot, and I will put here the actual body of the robot, and I will make like a robot that was here, my composition would not be balanced, okay? Because you see, the robot will be that way, and then we have all this space right here that is just not right, to have all this empty space here. So if I make my composition on this side, it's the same. Then I have all this empty space on this side. if I make my composition, maybe the head of the robot here, the body of the robot, maybe the arms of the robot, maybe the legs of the robot down here, then the composition is just right because it's in the middle, okay? Now, another type of composition could be when you put the robot here and the legs are going sideways or different parts of the robot. It's like a robot flying, and maybe that also works really well because you see, you're using the same space here as here empty, all right? And you have some empty space here. So you want your composition to be balanced. This empty space balances out with this one and with this one here, okay? That's what I want you to see about composition. Now, if I make a composition like this, would my space be balanced? Would this be a composition that is balanced? No, it wouldn't be very balanced because I don't have anything here. I have all this empty space right here. So what I'm going to do today is, by working in groups, you guys work in groups because you gather all the things that you got from home, you put them around in the table, in the middle of the tables, and you work in groups. And each person is going to get what they need and put them in their composition, all right? So what I'm going to do is take some of these things that I have here, and I'm going to start making my robot. I have these tops which are really cool, so I think I'm going to use this as maybe the body of my robot. So I'm going to move everything aside. You need to pick whatever it is that you want to pick for your composition, okay? I'm going to pick this circle right here. This top is the top, the lid of something, and I'm going to put some glue on it, okay? Glue stick works just fine, all right? So I am going to put lots of glue stick around here to make it stick really well. If you go like this, a lot of glue will stay there, and like that, you know that you make sure that it stays on. I'm going to put it in the middle, all right? I'm going to press it down 10 seconds so it stays. And then I'm going to take this paper that usually we send it to the recycle bin, but today I'm going to reuse it, okay? And I'm going to reuse it. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut some long pieces out of this paper, and I am going to use it as 2 necks. Why not? I'm going to make my robot with 2 necks. And now, what I'm going to do is glue it down right away. So don't forget to glue it down. 1 head and 2 heads. Why not? Right there. And now what I'm going to do is the body. So let's begin doing the body. I am going to add some legs. Now that I have the basic robot, I'm going to put some arms coming out of my robot. I'm going to start making little details. These are really cool because they look like eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use them for eyes. Alright, so let's see. When I'm composing, I try to see what space I have around my robot. I'm leaving the same space here as here. I'm leaving almost the same space. It doesn't have to be the same space, but almost the same space. Now this is different because this would be the head of the robot and this is the bottom of the robot. So I'm trying to just compose something that is balanced, that is not going to fall to one side of my paper or the other side of the paper. Alright, so let's glue these. I had these and they look like little bitty eyes. We're going to glue them on too. And now I am going to put more detail into this, a little bit more details, okay? So now that I have finished, you have seen that I put some little white glue on top of it, like little drops, because I don't want the paper clips to fall off, because it's gonna be the mouth of the robot. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna stop right here. We're gonna put these away. We're gonna let them dry for next week. And next week, we are going to be finishing our robots, okay? And adding a frame to it, and we're gonna be adding more stuff to it. So right now, guys, put this away. Put your name on it. Write your name right here at the bottom. Like I always write my name so I won't lose it. Lis, and I write 2019. So I remember the year that I made it, okay? So right now, let's put it away. Next week, we finish our robots, our metallic shiny robots. So do bring metallic things next week. If you have markers, metallic markers, if you have metallic pencils, bring them also, because we're going to be finishing the collage and making it beautiful for your art show. Okay, so see you next week. Bye, have a great week.